Today we are dialing back the facets and we are bumping up the glow with an entire show dedicated to cabochon. Don't miss it. Hello and welcome to the Luxe Jewelry Edit. I'm Elizabeth Maneri and I am so excited for today's show because I think I am going to be introducing the true beauty of cabochon to a lot of you. It didn't really enter my world or my jewelry box until the last few years, and I am so glad it did. I would have never believed that a gemstone without any facets could be some of the most beautiful gemstones in the world, but here we are. In fact, you might even notice I am wearing a cabochon necklace from a previous show. I cannot even take my eyes off it. It's so beautiful. It may still be available. You can go back and look at the previous show and see, but how incredible even is this necklace? Not even available in the show, but I cannot get enough. Today we are starting the show with a pink opal cabochon unreal. Get ready. So a pink opal, when it is finished in a cabochon style, actually looks a lot like a rose quartz, so they have a very similar look. Cabochon means it is a high polish finish and there are no facets. It is most often seen with a flat bottom and a domed top, so that's exactly what you're seeing here. Of course, with the necklace that I'm wearing, it's a bead, so there are different shapes, but generally speaking, you're gonna see it as a flat bottom, as a domed top, but what truly defines it is this high polish finish. So instead of the sparkle of a facet, you just have this warm, beautiful glow that what a lot of jewelry experts would say is it allows the true color of a stone to really take center stage versus the sparkle that we normally get with faceting. It is incredible. Like I said earlier, it is not something that I was super familiar with a few years ago, and now I cannot get enough. Now in the case of this ring, we have paired this pear-shaped pink opal with diamonds. So we do bring some sparkle into the equation, and what that does is it sort of elevates the elegance. Sometimes a cabochon finish will have a slightly more casual vibe. Not always, that's not a hard and fast rule, but generally speaking, that finish can feel a little more casual. But when done well, as this ring so beautifully illustrates, you pair it with that sparkle of a diamond in a more intricate setting, and this ring is ready for a cocktail party. It is ready for a fancy night out just as much as it is for anything that would be more everyday. It is such a beautiful statement ring. So you can see here we've got not a fully split shank, but it does split just subtly. We've got diamonds going down on each side, and then we have sort of a centered feature stone. I do want to point out that here where the split is, there is gold in the middle. So it is not a complete separation. It's more a visual effect that they've created with the metalwork of this stone. Such a gorgeous detail. I want to take it off. You know how obsessed I am when it comes to the details of these pieces. So sometimes it's not just the stone, it's the detail that's put into the design of a piece. At Gems, we work with the best jewelry designers and manufacturers and artisans in the world. We source from all over the globe, so we are able to find the absolute best for you. This ring is arguably the most perfect example of that. I cannot get enough. Over 3 carats of a pear-shaped pink opal, almost a carat of diamond weight. It is all set in 18 karat yellow gold. This is a size 7 ring. Keep in mind, we can size rings here on premises. We have some jewelers that can do that for you. So just give a call, let them know your size. They'll let you know if that's something that we can adjust this to. But 3 carats of pink opal, half carat of diamond, set in 18 karat yellow gold. Gems is retailing this piece at $2,677, $2,677. That is easily 40, 50, even 60% off of what you would pay in a traditional retailer for this ring. But they have allowed me the opportunity to give an even slightly better price. Our Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive price on this piece, $2,150. So many more incredible deals like the one I just shared with you are coming up throughout the show today, so make sure you stay tuned, don't miss a moment. I'll also share a little bit about how I am able to pass on such incredible deals on pieces that are truly one of a kind, not only in their design, but actual one of a kind. They are the only pieces like them anywhere in the world. Our next piece is a diamond and white agate ring. This ring caught my eye. One of my favorite parts of what I do is that moment when I get to see a jewelry display of all of the pieces that have been curated for my show. This immediately caught my eye. My first thought when I saw it, when they first brought it out and I was looking at the collection for my show was, doesn't it look like an expensive perfume bottle? So this is the back side. I'm gonna flip it around. I mean, you could wear either side as the back or front. I would personally put it on this way so you can see the diamond accent. You've got almost a 1/4 carat of diamond between here, and then you'll see a little more of that detail here. It is all set in 18 karat rose gold. I absolutely love the contrast of rose gold with a white cabochon stone, the white agate up against the rose gold. Such a beautiful contrast, kind of warms it up. Also, I want to be sure and point out that the white agate is going all the way down and through. So it's not just sitting up here on the top, it's actually going all the way through. Let's see if I can get you a little bit of a side, and let's look at the undercarriage here, just so you can see what I'm talking about. I know all of the pieces that I show you are one of a kind, and they truly are, but this is a ring that looks one of a kind. I almost feel like you don't have to say it. This is a ring, if you went to a cocktail party or an evening event, you could wear the simplest little black nothing dress and you would be the absolute talk and toast of the evening. No one would be able to get over how beautiful this ring is. Almost a 1/4 carat of diamonds are accenting this white agate set in 18 karat rose gold. This ring is a size 5.5. It would retail on Gems for $1,065, but they have allowed me the opportunity to give it to you for an even better deal. That is an incredible deal, but they have so graciously allowed me to offer this ring to you for under $1,000. $850, and this beautiful one-of-a-kind conversation piece can be yours. Up next, I have the most stunning cabochon ruby. In fact, over 43 carats of ruby, to be specific, in a cabochon finish. One of the things that I like best about cabochon is the unique hues and shades that you're going to get from gemstones that you think you know the color, but suddenly you change that finish and you eliminate the faceting and it changes the game in the most beautiful and exotic ways. There is so much going on with this particular piece. So let's start with the obvious. 43 carats of a carved ruby cabochon finish. The carving in this, how beautiful. Think about the attention to detail and the skill required to create something so beautiful. Now, of course, it is all set in an 18 karat yellow gold, and that is going around the sides. I want to just kind of show you the finish. And they've made the thoughtful design decision to pull it up almost like a prong, holding this carved ruby in the center. Also, you've got the 18 karat yellow gold bail, but there is a diamond accent right here in the center. So just a little bit of diamond, just enough to bring a little bit of sparkle. The carvings in the center of this ruby really take center stage. They are the show of this particular piece, but I love that they've thoughtfully added this little bit of gold. They've added the little bit of diamond to the bail, so there is a little bit of sparkle there. The length of this chain is 18 inches. It also is 18 karat yellow gold. Gems is retailing this piece for $2,282, an incredible deal. But you are watching the Luxe Jewelry Edit, and so you are going to have access to the Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing. This particular piece today on the Luxe Jewelry Edit, you can get for $1,850. $1,850 for this beautiful and exotic carved ruby cabochon. If you are just tuning in, welcome. We have already gone over a couple beautiful pieces and even more incredible deals, so make sure you catch the rebroadcast on YouTube. While you're there, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode and you never miss a Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive deal. Our next piece brings us to the beloved, sometimes I think y'all love her pick more than anything that I pick, the Abigail pick of the day. Now, I have to say, when it came to this show and the cabochon finish of all of the pieces, I wasn't really certain where she would go. I kind of wasn't sure if she would pick anything at all. This one, once I realized where she was going, I totally got it. This is a 3 3/4 carat Aurora Moonstone. I don't think I have to explain to you why this was the Abigail pick of the day, but it is because Aurora is the real name of Sleeping Beauty in the ballet and the Disney movie. So that is why this has become the Abigail pick of the day. It is an Aurora Moonstone. Of course, it is in the signature cabochon finish that we are featuring all throughout today's show. We have almost a ½ carat weight of diamond accentuating this stone. Now, the Aurora Moonstone, I have learned a lot about it as I got ready for this show, but what it is best known for is the way it reflects so many different colors, even though it's a cabochon finish. Now, cabochon finish, generally speaking, is not going to refract light. It's not going to reflect back. It's not going to give you that change of color because of it. It's just a high polish and a warm glow. The Aurora Moonstone is a little bit different. It is still not faceted, of course, but just the nature of the stone itself, you are going to see it when light hits it, you do see a little bit of color variation. So that makes it very special. It is sometimes referred to as the diamond of the cabochon world. I thought that was kind of interesting. But we have, of course, brought plenty of sparkle in the diamonds that are going around it, almost a ½ carat. It is all set in 18 karat yellow gold. Of course, we've got this beautiful halo that's going around the center stone. I can't help but think that part of why this particular Aurora Moonstone is so reflective and is giving so much illumination back is because we've put the diamonds up against it and because we have so much diamond on the side. If you look closely at the side detail, you'll see we have slightly larger round diamonds in the center and just slightly smaller going on either side. Neither would be considered pave. Both are prong set diamonds, so they are a fairly significant surface size, but definitely a slightly larger in this center row. So that's a really beautiful look. Just one of those little details you almost don't even realize that's the detail you're taking in. Sometimes our eye takes in details and we think of something as so beautiful and we don't even know why, but that's a lot of what you are seeing in this piece. Again, it is all set in 18 karat yellow gold. This is a ring size 7, but like most of the rings I show you, it can be sized, and we have jewelers here on site that can do it for you. So give us a call, let them know your ring size, and see if we can make this ring work for you. On that note, over 3¼ carat of Aurora Moonstone and ½ carat of diamonds set in 18 karat yellow gold. This retails on gems for $4,107, but your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive price, $3,300. Keep in mind, everything I show you is one of a kind. So every piece I present, it is the only one, not just here at Gems, it is the only one of it in the entire world. So that puts a little urgency in terms of ordering it if you see something you love. When there's a ring involved and there's sizing, kind of makes that even more intense because the sizing already makes it a little bit more difficult to narrow down. So if you are a size 7 ring and you love this, I would absolutely move. Scan, call, click. Familiarize yourself, take this moment to just familiarize yourself with whatever interface you're watching on so that if this is not the piece that you absolutely can't live without, when it comes up on the screen, you can move quickly and you are sure to be the one that gets it. I don't know about y'all, I have learned so much about so many different stones on this show. I hope you are too. I hope part of what happens when you tune into my show is that you learn about gems that you didn't know about. This next one is no exception. It is a dragon egg opal. Have you heard of that? If you have, or I guess if you haven't, comment below, especially if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, hop over to Instagram at Elizabeth.Maneri and let me know, is this a stone that you're familiar with or is this as new to you as it was to me? It is absolutely stunning. Over 7½ carats of the dragon's egg opal. It is cut in an oval and finished, of course, in cabochon. Look at the incredible variance of color. Look at these swirls. Doesn't it almost look like gold dust when you go across the center? Takes my breath away. It is so beautiful. We also have a ½ carat of diamond weight in the setting. So this center stone, absolutely breathtaking. Can't take my eyes off it. But they spared no expense really and no detail when it came to the setting. ½ carat of diamonds. It is all set in 18 karat yellow gold. Look at this detailing here on the side. Of course, it goes into not quite a halo. It's not a complete circle, but it's a modified halo. Of course, with the cabochon finish, we are always going to have it rising above. So the halo is going to sit kind of at the bottom of it. This is a ring size 7. So if you are a ring size 7, you are in luck. This is perfect. If you are not, please still call. We have jewelers on site that can size this ring to you. Potentially just let them know what your size is and they'll let you know if that's something that they can do. But 7.5 carats of a dragon's egg opal. We have a 1/2 carat of diamonds all set in 18 karat yellow gold. Gems is retailing this beautiful one-of-a-kind piece at $4,617. But your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing is $3,700 for 7.5 carats of a dragon's egg opal. If you are just now tuning in, I want to welcome you. I also want to take a moment to explain how we are able to offer some of the incredible deals that you are seeing here on my show and really on gems in general. Is there a difference in the quality of our pieces? Is there something going on behind the scenes? How is this all happening? These are all the questions that I get. And the answer is actually quite the contrary. The quality and caliber of the pieces that we offer are not only one of a kind from a design standpoint, they are the best of the best in terms of quality and stone and the artisans and the manufacturers that are producing them. The reason we are able to give you such incredible deals is because Gems establishes relationships directly with jewelry manufacturers, mines, designers, artisans, and we take them direct from them to you. So by cutting out all of the middlemen that would be in your more traditional retail model, there is a tremendous amount of savings and we pass that savings directly on to you. Now, what is Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing? That is something that gets me very excited because that is simply a way to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do a job I love every single week. And in order to make sure you keep tuning in every Thursday at 3 and every Sunday at 2, we give you just a little extra something special in terms of the price just to keep you coming back for more. Isn't that incredible? And this next piece is another example of a great deal, but before we get into that, let's take in the beauty of this. This is called a cat's eye chrysoberyl. Again, it is in the cabochon finish that we are seeing all throughout today's show. This color, first of all, cat's eye, I cannot think of a better name or a better description of it. Look at the way it moves when I adjust the stone in the light. Again, you will often hear referred to as cabochon doesn't have a light refraction. It doesn't have a quote unquote sparkle that we are used to seeing in a traditional faceted stone. But the high polish and the warmth of the colors that you often see used does create a luminance of its own, and it really is beautiful. Now, also, so many of the pieces I'm showing you today, the settings are just as beautiful, just as unique. I think cabochon sort of lends itself to jewelry designers to get a little more creative, maybe do something a little more artistic because the stone in that finish itself already is that. So look at this setting and the diamond work. So we have a 1/2 carat of diamond weight in this setting. And now, while we don't have a traditional halo, I do love the way they have used diamonds to accentuate the stone. I'm going to take it off and show you kind of the side here. Adding this little bit of space in the metalwork, just a great way to elevate the basket, give it a little higher of a presence. And look at the way we've done a pave setting, but not in your traditional halo shape. So just more for the eye to take in, more detail. And then we of course have the stones going down the actual side, a little bit scattered, not quite perfectly symmetrical straight lines. Such a beautiful design choice, especially with the center stone. Now the cat's eye chrysoberyl is just over 3¼ carats, and we have a 1/2 carat of diamond. It is all set in white gold. This ring is a size 6 3/4, but like many of our rings, our jewelers are here to size it on premises. So give us a call, let them know what your ring size is, and they will let you know if that's something we can do. But this ring is a size 6 3/4. So for over 3¼ carats of a cat's eye chrysoberyl, 1/2 carat of diamond, all set in white gold, size 6.5. Gems is retailing this beautiful piece for $2,395, but your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive price is $1,925. Now, I could be wrong, but I think most people have actually encountered cabochon and not realized it with turquoise. Turquoise is one of the most commonly used stone in this type of finish, so you may have seen it before. This next piece, the way they've cut it in a trillion shape, is so beautiful. We've Got a little less diamond work going on here, and we are really letting this Sleeping Beauty turquoise take center stage. And I think because of the shape, it does that so beautifully. The trillion shape with the dome top that is so signature to a cabochon finish really does not require much else. We do have just under a 1/4 carat of diamond weight, and that is going in accent stones right here on the side. We have it on each side, just 3 simple rows of 3 individual prong set stones. I love the way they have chosen to use the prongs on the stone in each of the corners of the trillion cut. And then again, we're seeing the diamonds over here on the other side. The Sleeping Beauty turquoise is over 3 carats. And again, we have just under a 1/4 carat of diamonds. It is all set in an 18 karat yellow gold. This ring is a ring size 7. Now, if that is not your size, not necessarily a problem. We do have jewelers here on premises and they can size it for you. So give us a call. Tell them your ring size and they'll let you know if that is something that they can adjust it to. If you are a size 7, you are in luck, and I would get ready to call, to click, to scan, whatever your preferred method of ordering is, because the price on this ring is absolutely incredible. This stunning Sleeping Beauty turquoise retails on gems for $18.45, but your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive price, act fast, is $1,500. So I've been doing the Luxe Jewelry Edit for a while now, and I have to share that one of my absolute favorite things is when y'all message me or tag me on Instagram and share the pieces that you have gotten and the incredible deals you've scored on my show. So if you are not already, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at elizabeth.maneri. Let me see what you've gotten. Those pictures and those messages make my heart so happy, almost as happy as this next piece is going to make you. You are looking at 11 carats of bumblebee jasper. Of course, it is in the cabochon finish that we are seeing today, but the shape of this stone, I think, is what really makes it even more magnificent than the color itself. They have done this in a baguette cut. So while you would typically see as a center stone maybe more of an emerald or an oval, those are your more typical feature cuts. Doing it as a baguette, what you are seeing is these elongated, very defined points. And then by putting the prongs, of course, there, not only is that securing the stone itself, but really brings your eye to that detail. And it is such a unique choice. I would have never thought that a baguette cut in a stone would be a great feature stone, but I am blown away at how beautiful this piece is. I want you to see it on, and I do want to take a moment to show the sides because there is some incredible metal work that we're also seeing here. So we've elevated the basket of this ring. Both the side is slightly elevated, and then we've also added this little bit of space here. You can also see at the bottom of the basket and into the undercarriage, we've got that metal work, and it's a little bit elevated. So that is just going to give a higher profile of the stone, which always gives a little more presence, brings a little more attention there. Whenever we have the prominence of a raised center stone, but then you add the sparkle underneath it, I think that is one of the most incredible combinations, always so eye-catching. And the color of this bumblebee jasper, I have never seen anything like it. It is essential. I feel like I'm wearing sunshine on my finger. How do you not smile when you look at that? You're literally walking around with sunshine on your finger. This ring is a size 7. Again, it is 11 carats of bumblebee jasper. It is almost ½ carat of diamond weight in all of the accent stones, and it is all set in 18 karat white gold. It is retailing on gems for $35.15, an incredible price, already 40, 50, 60% less than you would pay in a traditional retailer, but your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing. That means act now, get ready to call, to click, to scan, is $2,900. Under $3,000 for 11 carats of bumblebee jasper. I have never seen malachite in quite this beautiful of a design. This is so rare, this is so exotic. I will be the first to tell you honestly, it is not my favorite stone. It would not be my personal favorite that I would gravitate to first, but I saw this ring and I about died. I would love this ring in my jewelry collection. Unbelievable the way the stone is finished. I love the use of diamond as a halo. It is over a ½ carat of diamond weight, by the way, going around in this halo. So that is a lot of sparkle, but look at this. I mean, unbelievable. You will never find something like that on its own again. And the way they have chosen to set it and really allowed that natural pattern or that natural design to be showcased in the center is so beautiful. The jewelers and artisans we work with here at Gems are second to none. It is such an honor and a privilege to show these pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this on. This is all set in 18 karat white gold. Now this is a ring size 7. So if that is your size, you are in luck. I will point out our jewelers here on site can size rings. So give us a call, let us know what your ring size is, and we'll see if we can make that work for you. Also, I'll be honest, I'm a size 6.5, and I can generally go a half a size either direction. So it just kind of depends. So I don't know about you, but I know I have a little bit of flexibility in my ring size. Look at how beautiful this is on. Before I put it down, I also want to show you this metal work all the way into the basket and the underneath and the undercarriage. How pretty. I mean, no matter where you look at this ring from, it is breathtaking. It is so beautiful. And those shades of green that we are seeing here, I've never seen anything like it. This is a must own, especially if you are a lover of cabochon and malachite. This is a must own. Over 9.5 carats of malachite and over a half carat of diamond weight, all set in 18 karat white gold. This is retailing on Gems for $3,005. The Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive price is $2,400. We are closing out today's show with the showstopper. Sometimes I forget what I picked for showstopper and then they put it in front of me and I think, oh yeah, I did a good job with that one. This ring that we are closing out with in today's showstopper, not only is it it's so beautiful. I would happily pay 3, 4, even 5 times the price I'm going to give you today. The deal is arguably the best one I've had all day. So stand by a few more seconds and you could score the ring and deal of a lifetime. Over 5.5 carats of, are you ready? Grapesicle chalcedony. Of course, in the signature cabochon finish that we have been showcasing for the entire show today. It is cut in an elongated, absolutely stunning marquee. This ring immediately took my breath away. Sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what I'm going to do for a showstopper for an episode. That was not the case in this particular ring. I've never seen anything like this. The colors of purple, this lightning bolt, if you will, of color that's going down right here. So beautiful. We have just under a 1/4 carat weight also of diamonds in the accent. So I do want to go ahead and showcase those. Now they've made a beautiful intricate design of the diamonds on the side. This is gold in the center. It is all set in 18 karat yellow gold. And then when we flip it around to the other side, we have the same beautiful diamond and metal work. And I want to show a little bit the basket because since it's underneath, you would think that isn't a spot that they would need to put a lot of attention to detail, but they have. And how beautiful is that? I'll go ahead and put it on so you can see how the marquee cut sits on a finger. Now, I talk about this a lot, and I think it's especially noteworthy when we talk about cabochon. Sometimes it is a stone's radiance or sparkle or size that is really eye-catching, but sometimes it is simply the overall shape and size of the silhouette of a ring. So just the overall visual aesthetic that you are taking in. And I think this ring is such a beautiful example of that. It's not any one thing that makes this ring so unbelievable, but the way it all comes together, the stone, the color, the cut, the surface that it takes up on your finger, the presence of the stones on the side, it all comes together to make a piece that you will just not find. Not only will you not find this ring anywhere else in the world, I don't think you will ever find anything else like it. And you for sure will not find anything else like it for the price that you are going to be able to get this one for today. Again, over 5.5 carats of grapesicle chalcedony. We have almost a 1/4 carat weight of diamonds. It is all set in 18 karat yellow gold. Gems is retailing this ring for $2,232. Your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive price, definitely driving home the title of showstopper, is $1,800. Under $2,000 for this one-of-a-kind, beautiful piece of art for your finger. that brings us to the end of today's show. I had the best time showing these pieces to you today. I had some even better than usual deals, so hopefully you are able to take advantage of them. If you are just kind of jumping on, catching the end of this show, head over to YouTube, watch today's show, then make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification so that you never miss another show, never miss another one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry at a one-of-a-kind incredible price. I cannot wait to come back next time. As always, I would love for you to follow me over on Instagram at elizabeth.maneri and tag me, send me pictures, send me messages of all the beautiful pieces that you get from my shows. I will see you soon.